gonna go live now. I forgot I didn't push it on fucking YouTube because of course I didn't. Alright, cool. Let's catch up because I'm behind and then I'm gonna go back to fucking rest, man. Ugh. I am exhausted. The hell? Oh god, okay, never mind. I guess I'm right on time. Perfect. You see, can't fuck with me. I'm one step ahead of the game. I'm not. I was like 3 minutes behind it. Alright, and we're live too. Very nice. Okay. You always gotta play the field. Do I expect much? No. But I'll waste time. I'm always happy to oblige wasting time with anything to do with Sony, of course. Why not? Even though today's my one day, I really waste time. I don't know. It's whatever. Doesn't really tickle my fancy either way, whether or not there's a lot of stuff being announced or not, but whatever. They're going to show off Suicide Squad, the game, and I'm just going to laugh at that game because that game is the new gift that keeps on giving. So I'm genuinely going to laugh. I think that'll be funny. Maybe now that I'm awake, I'll go play Tears of the Kingdom. That might be something I'll do after this. Oh, fuck. Dude. Oh. God damn it. Ah. My neck is completely ruined, bro. Oh, I guess I'm not playing 14. I could have set this up last night. I was tired. I just didn't bother. Dude, fucking Gundam Otaku wants to play this. Not with me, just in general. I gotta respect that. I wish we lived in the timeline where fucking Titanfall won. That would be so good. That makes me so sad. That like Titanfall just didn't go anywhere.
I'm Roman Hulst, head of PlayStation Studios, and I'm honored to present the first State of Play of 2024. The first 3 years of PS5 have.
That's right. They get to strike first. No one else has anything lined up.
Groundbreaking gameplay from PlayStation Studios.
Actually, there's a direct next week. Yeah.
We've also expanded PlayStation Plus with new features, including PS5 game streaming. And with PSVR 2 and PlayStation Portal, which released last November, we're committed to offering new and surprising ways for our audience to interact with their PS5. But none of this means anything without great games, like Helldivers 2, which kicks off a year of amazing experiences and diverse ways to play. Today, we're looking ahead to titles coming later this year and beyond. With
maybe I've just watched too many of these. They all sound the same.
Here at PlayStation. Enjoy the show.
Alright, cool. Skull and Bones also might get some showtime. Oh, is this the game that everyone was flipping out over? Yeah! Dude, I can't believe Sony's actually publishing this, or letting it be on their console. What the hell? It's not near. That's pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, who the fuck is messaging me, dude?
Welcome to the world of Stellar Blade. The story begins on post-apocalyptic Earth, where a mysterious enemy called the Naytiba has forced the human race to flee to an off-world colony. Players will take control of Eve.
Did I just get messaged by two different people at once?
Her mission is to save the planet by...
Yeah, I already said I was gonna get this game.
All we must do is complete the mission. While most of the 7th Airborne Squad is lost during their descent from the colony, Eve soon meets two new companions. Adam, born on Earth.
Oh God!
With an energy source called Hypercell.
Make sure to stay cautious. It's where the Alpha Naytiba is.
So this must be 8 or 7.
Lily, a member of the 5th Airborne Squad, provides engineering support.
Lily Artemis II. Then I can be your engineering support.
Yeah, I think this game is going to be very interesting, man.
To use by upgrading Eve's equipment throughout the game.
Here, done.
Something does feel different.
The double jump. Oh, I could jump again in the midair. Oh.
This is Zion, a city built underneath the wasteland by the last human survivors on Earth.
A whole city underneath the wasteland.
Eve is called Angel by the survivors and is an object of both awe and fear.
I'm not selling anything to you.
They'll seem a bit wary.
What is wrong with this
But
dude's
rather
face?
use
Oh
it
my
as
god.
a commitment to rebuild
Nice.
the city.
Hello, Angel. How are you?
I see we have guests.
I can't believe the angel is here.
This is such an interesting design game, man.
For help.
Please save my younger sister.
Wait,
It feels like a Square Enix game a little bit. That, you know, it's reminding me of Lightning Returns.
Often leads
That's
to
what
the
it is.
wasteland and the great
Yeah.
desert. This place has been overrun by Natibas.
I also did already pre-order Rise of the
They're
Ronin.
functioning machines and
Ugh.
robots.
I'll have to pre-order, bro. I haven't pre-ordered anything yet. I don't know when this is coming out.
You'll occasionally find supply stations set up by previous airborne squads. At each camp, Eve can purchase various consumable items. Acquire new skills.
Yeah, I think the lady who they based Eve off of is a fucking Korean model. So I think that's what it was.
She can
People
also
were mad
take
at
a
that
well-deserved
for some
break to
reason.
restore her health. Eve will often encounter people in need, and other non-human beings who may need her help.
Request your assistance.
Whether to assist or ignore them is entirely up to the player. On her journey to defeat the Elder Natiba, Eve will sometimes encounter hostile survivors.
Yeah, obviously. Wild beasts.
Something worse.
Eve, what are you going to do after you defeat the Alpha Natiba?
All airborne squad members exist for one sole purpose.
You mean the extinction of all Natibas, right? To think that the point of your existence is to snuff out another species. It is not an easy fight.
It's fine. I can do this alone.
It won't be easy.
Angel. That's the unofficial name for members of the Eve Airborne Squad.
I can feel the hatred, but I cannot feel the source.
I will find it, and I will make it pay.
Okay.
Open it.
I'm awake now. Dude. Jesus.
To collapse.
Dude, I love the aesthetic of this game. It sucked. Why is this the first thing they showed off, man? I'm half asleep.
This is no longer
Damn.
only you.
That's not their fault. That's my fault. But still. Oh, dude. I like action open world games. That's such a good genre for stuff, man. I feel like we always get something interesting and then like one or two major things are always fucked up about it. So like as much as I like Tears, I already talked about what I do and don't like about Tears. So that's like something I just feel really bad about. Is like that Platinum Games era inspiration is so good, and I hope they keep making games even after Kamiya left, which is kind of wild that he actually did. The first couple of screenshots that they showed off of this game were also kind of crazy. So this is basically almost near done then. This is gonna drop in like a few months, isn't it? I'm not taking notes, I'm gonna just exist. Fucking April? Perfect. Okay, that kind of works. I don't think there's anything in April. It's actually closer to May. Yeah, okay.
안녕하세요. 십톱의 대표이자 게임의 디렉터인 김영태입니다. 이 게임은
Yeah, there's nothing coming out in March even, I don't think. I think it's like Princess Peach, and like that's it.
플레이스테이션 5 그리고 플레이스테이션 스튜디오의 전폭적인 지원 덕분에 그 꿈을
This is
현실화하게
surprising to me,
되었습니다.
because they always talk about fucking anime women, and how they don't want it.
4월 26일 스텔라 블레이드를 만나보시기를 기대합니다.
Subtitles just going nuts, by the way. Bro, I'm killing the subtitles. Thanks for showing up. Sometimes they're helpful. Nah, this is not one of those times. Dude, is this Sonic Generations? Did they make a second one? Yeah! I love Shadow. Shadow is great. Dude, are you serious? Was that a Shadow level? There is no fucking way they referenced Shadow the Hedgehog in 2024. I'm still asleep. That didn't just happen. It did happen. Dude, what the fuck? They removed the guns from this game, didn't they? Yeah, definitely. There's no way. Sega wants to pretend that never happened. That is so fucking wild. Alright, well, it's not even till the end of the year. Are you kidding me, dude? That's so insane. Imagine if they remade Sonic or Shadow the Hedgehog. Dude, that would be so nuts. That's crazy. Wow. No, I'm asleep. I fucking wish I was asleep. Damn, now I'm glad I tuned in. I was just about to say, what is Sony gonna possibly show that's gonna wow me and make me want to show up? Which one's the one I use? There you go. I was gonna say, which one's, what could possibly make me show up? And that was worth it just on its face. Oh my god, that's so great. There you go. For some reason, this is so loud. I don't know why. Maybe I have my volume way up. Yeah, actually, I think I have my volume way too high. Hold on. Okay, I can turn it back up a little bit. But that's on me. I fucked that up. This is a Hoyoverse game. That's how you know I'm not going to care much for it. But that's just, I'm not into it. Dude, I'm so going to fucking get that. That's exactly what I should do. Is I should do the Sonic Marathon. I should do the Sonic Marathon this fall, then. Either this fall or, like, over the summer. That's exactly what I should do. No, you saw it. Stop lying to me, Viv. Stop it. You know that's cool. You know that's fucking fire, man. Yeah, maybe this summer I'll finally do the Sonic Marathon. But what sucks is I've already done, like, some of the Sonic games. Like, I already played Sonic Adventure, like, a year or two ago. Like, should I play Sonic Adventure again? Sonic Adventure 2? Probably not. I already played Sonic Adventure 2 once or twice for the channel. So maybe I would start with, like, Sonic Heroes, and then just go from there, right? I don't know. Maybe. This is what Sony thinks of their players, dude. Dude, I heard such great things about Dave the Diver, but it's just not my type of game, honestly. This and Dredge are both similar that I remember hearing about. Oh no. Is it Gojira with music like that? I think that's his name. Oh yes, I'm right. Very good. It's Gojira! Alright. I'm not gonna lie, Sonic Shadow's been around long enough that they actually have enough stuff for him to be in a game like that. Because Sonic was around for almost 20 years. Oh, this is Final Fantasy VII, isn't it? No, it's not. Oh, I thought that was Vincent's tomb. Okay, never mind. That's like the altar where you find Vincent. He's like in the coffin the whole time. And basically you pester him and he's like, fine, fuck it, I'll go help you guys. Final Fantasy VII is 2 missable party members, or 2 optional party members. You don't have to get Yuffie and Vincent. Canonically they do, and probably in the remake you will be forced to, but you don't have to as part of the game. Ugh. Okay, wide awake. That Sonic shit completely changed my life, dude. It might just be an enhanced remake of it, of the first game, though. The first game probably got, you know, they're probably porting it and adding some new content. It's like what Nintendo does, where they'll port a game that came out on the Wii U or something, and then they'll add a little bit extra to it, so it's not the same game.
I'm Sean Benson. This next game is a result of a very close partnership with Konami, and marks the return of a horror franchise that has been with us since the original PlayStation. Let's take a look at what's next for Silent Hill.
Yeah, nothing. Anyone remember Silent Hill Ascension? Yeah, no. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was hyped when they announced that, like, multi-comeback, but I'm not gonna lie to you, unless this could be maybe a new game, but fucking Silent Hill Ascension has been garbage.
I can be like her.
It's very disappointing they did not let Kojima do something. That is such a black mark, man. Yeah.
Here goes.
I'm going to Silent Hill.
Is this a dream? Who's there?
Please have shitty combat.
What's with this place?
I'm still dreaming. Yeah, what a day. They announced a new Silent Hill game and I still don't care. Isn't that kind of crazy?
Of death. What are you hiding inside? Maya? What the fuck?
Alright, anyway.
I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, the first person perspective is hit or miss. I don't know. It works with some games, it doesn't work with every game. So you ready for Silent Hill Social Media Edition, Viv? I'll probably still fucking get it. Maybe used. Maybe when it's cheaper. Oh wow, it's actually free. Okay, that's unique.
こんにちは。サイレントヒルシリーズのプロデューサーを務める岡本元井です。ご覧いただいたのはサイレントヒルザ・ショートメッセージという全く新しいサイレントヒルとなります。
That bathroom was kind of like PT, honestly. Alright, well download it today because they're gonna pull it. Just saying. I'm not rushing to play it. I'm okay. I'll download it. I'm not rushing to play it. Yeah, here we go. Mary? Oh. Man, adapting Silent Hill 2 for a modern day is gonna be so fucking weird. Seriously. Just having a Silent Hill game released anytime after like 2010 is just gonna be weird anyway. I don't know, I just think James looks weird in this game. There's something about the way they made him look. But yeah, I don't know. Behind me? No, I'm alright. This is gonna be such a weird, like, yay or nay. I don't know. I have to think really heavily about that. It's definitely a buy, but at what point, and if I actually want to play it for the channel, That's the real question, honestly. I mean, like, I respect that they're making stuff at least. So, you know, yeah. Is this Atomic Heart? Dude, I like how quickly people just completely forgot about Atomic Heart. That shit was everywhere like a year ago. That's unfortunate.
We both know the answer to that question. Nothing. You are the frog in a pot, boiling so slowly. You don't even know what's happening. But I'm here to set you free. Whether you like it or not.
I still have to play BioShock 2. Oh well, yeah. Dude, what the fuck is this? Here. Tags of what? Oh my god, I was expecting something horrible to happen. That is so fucking crazy, man. A free Silent Hill game. Alright, sure. Now, the thing is, they say what's coming in 2024, but if they're saying most of this is in development, what are the odds that the majority of these things even come out this year? Like, they say 2024, but, like, you know what that really means is, like, at best, like, latter half, if this year at all. Some of this is probably getting pushed.
Think of this fire
I don't know.
as a beacon. Its warmth, its energy.
Is this VR? I wasn't looking.
Now, focus your mind on your wife and step into
Yes.
the void.
Yeah, okay. I don't do this. I don't have PSVR or anything like that. But you know what? It's good that they still make stuff for it because I forget it even exists sometimes. Is it Metro or something? Dude, that's another thing I need to buy. I need to buy the Metro shit. I mean, you say BioShock in space, but how often has BioShock been in space? Like, actually, I don't know. BioShock in space is kind of like Dead Space, I bet. Except instead of necromorphs, you have, dead people. So, oh, yeah, System Shock, fuck. Oh, wow, I totally didn't even think of that. My bad. I'm sorry, VR games just always look so weird. It doesn't matter what game it is or how it is. It just looks so... It's the constant jittering, you know? Like, just something about it just doesn't seem right. Like, every time I've played a VR game, which has only been a few times, mostly thanks to Surgster, I don't know, I just wasn't very impressed. Like, I played Metroid Prime modded in VR, which was kind of cool. This was years ago at this point. That was kind of cool, but, like, I don't know, man. I wonder how they did that, even. Now that I think about it, since that was so long. That must have been, like, 2019 at the earliest. It was definitely pre-COVID. And I remember thinking to myself, like, wow, that's really cool how they were able to get that done. I don't know. I think that's kind of like part of the fun is like the immersion. But the gameplay always just feels either bland or just looks not great. I don't know. There's not really a bunch of ways to say it, I guess. I couldn't tell you.
I knew you would come, a risen one.
Yeah, System Shock was first. System Shock got like a 2000s game.
The dragon will appear before you when the time is come.
Yes, I'll be playing this too. I'll be playing this, and I'll be starting Dragon's Dogma 1 probably in the next week or two. I'd like to finish Tears of the Kingdom before I do so, but if I get to a certain point, I might just have to do it first. Like, who knows? We'll have to see. Oh, that's the game where you could grab onto enemies. I forgot. Yeah, okay. That's what I remember. I was saying that in Tears of the Kingdom. I'm like, most games have a button you could push to hold on to an enemy. Yeah, that was the game. It was Dragon's Dogma. I totally forgot about that. On Xbox? You're watching the stream on Xbox? You are a bold man.
Hold fast to your strength of will, Arisen One.
I didn't tweet this, or I didn't Discord to stream out. Fuck, I forgot. Unbelievable.
Thy will, thy soul, these are all the means thou hast to carve thy path anew.
You're very bold. I don't know. I wouldn't watch anything on my consoles. But to be fair, that's because I'm usually on my computer anyway, so.
There you
go, yeah. Dude, I'm actually interested in Rise of the Ronin. Ash told me about this game first, actually. Why am I using the Edge app? Because you're on Xbox. You have no choice. That's Microsoft's new browser. I couldn't imagine that you have a ton of different options, right? There's no Chrome. There's no Opera.
(19世紀幕末の時代、最初に国外に開かれた横浜では、和と洋が入り混じった独特の
Oh shit, I love Team Ninja games. There's such a unique style for them, man. Once again, Assassin's Creed gonna get beaten to the punch by another studio before they go to Japan. Why am I bold?
敵の攻撃を石火で弾いて体勢を崩すことも可能です。敵の武器と相性のいい流派を選ぶと戦いを有利に進めることができます。
Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, Team Ninja games are a little bit cartoony sometimes with the stuff that you could do in it. That's like part of their appeal, of course, but yeah. I think this game is in March, so this comes out, I think, around the same time. I am interested in that. It's probably the only game I was really interested in.
様々なからくり装置を入手できます。トリビ砲は伊賀七が作ったからくりで、現代の火炎放射器のような強力な遠隔武器です。
For watching something on my Xbox, you lost me. Oh, don't worry about it.
西洋の技術を生かした武器をうまく活用すれば、強敵にも打ち勝つことができるので、ぜひマスターしてください。
Dude, Assassin's Creed is missing out, bro.
物語に大きく影響します。ぜひ、ライズ・オブ・ザ・浪人で一人の浪人として運命を切り開いてください。
Now, that's supposedly what Assassin's Creed Red is, but I don't know anything about Red. I don't think they've really talked about it, like, other than maybe a few, like, hints here and there. So, I don't know. Ubisoft is, trying to race to lose money on Skulls and Bones, and they're still not making money on Beyond Good and Evil. There's so much that they're just not doing, man. That's something that really bothers me, is that they're just not making anything. Like, what the fuck are they really doing? Skull and Bones should have been out half a decade ago, if not more. And Beyond Good and Evil 2 should have been out in like 2019. Because I remember they showed it off and it was like, oh, it looks like they got trailers and stuff. I think they had a little bit of gameplay, maybe, I forget. And it's like, dude, how long are you gonna wait before you drop this game? Seriously. Yeah, this is late March. This is actually the same day as Princess Peach, if you could believe it. So we're about 2 months away from this. We're about 2 months away from Dragon's Dogma, I think, is this same day? It's around then. It's like 3 big games all drop on the same day. So I need to finish Tears of the Kingdom is really what it comes down to. Maybe I won't stream today then. Maybe I'll be done after this, because that way I could put in a bunch of time in Tears. Yeah, maybe that's exactly what I'll do. I think I'm gonna cancel the Final Fantasy stream. I think I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move it to Saturday. Fuck, Starfield is just getting fucked, but whatever.
The past is beyond our control. You have to accept this in order to move forward.
Wait, what is this? Streams are all P, new games, playthroughs. All playthroughs. Every one of them. Dragon's Dogma playthrough, all the other ones playthroughs.
I want you to remember this, I want you to remember this as you play your game.
Is this Until Dawn? Wait, don't tell me they're actually remaking it. This game just came, this is like relatively new. Oh, okay, it's just a port. Okay. What? I mean, like, that's so weird. Why would they remake a game that was, like, not even that old? I don't know. They were supposed to have a game last year, right? Because, The Devil in Me was 2022, and then they didn't have anything. This is Death Stranding. Here, hose him down. It'll be fine. Yeah, basically everything is playthroughs, though. It's not going to be streams, just saying. Just in case that's ever unclear. God, I love Kojima. And they would not let him make a Silent Hill game, man. That's so fucked. We don't live in a real timeline.
Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam. And to the D8V Magellan, our mobile base of operations. Come on, I'll help you get your bearings. This is the ship's armory. Here you can check your weapons and put them through their paces.
Or are they making the second one more action-based?
Belong to other members of the crew. They're pretty much the same as yours. And the shower's down at the end.
This is one hell of a ship you got here. Courtesy of the UCA, I'm guessing.
No. As I told you, Drawbridge is a civilian outfit. But we do have a generous patron with access to plenty of capital and tech.
Sounds like a UCA big shot.
Don't ask me. We've never met face to face. They value their privacy.
Seriously? No better than to believe that bullshit.
It's the same deal as America. The people here are all spread out.
Oh, what is it? A new place now?
We want you to help us bring the world together.
Sam, would you mind if I joined you?
Humor him. His knowledge and experience will probably come in handy down the road.
But not his frame rate. He moves at 20.
Really? Your buttocks?
He put him on the Kratos position.
Shotgun. I prefer the driver's seat.
Sam, do you read me?
Starfield can say I found out the end story plot never buying that suck. You might be okay. I just hate that kind of story event. I just haven't had the time to devote to it, and honestly, I just haven't really had a drive to go back to it. Unfortunately.
That's not the plan.
At least with Fallout, I was kind of having fun doing stupid shit, but you know.
Just like with Mexico, they want to bring new regions into the network. Anyway, the DHV Magellan's here to back you up. As always, you'll be the one leading the way to expand the network.
What's your role in all this? You're the commander, huh?
That's right. These days I'm fragile in name only. You brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA.
I don't know. I like Starfield for a bit. I don't know. How much content is too much is really the question, I guess.
Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink.
I think that's the thing you really have to ask with some of these open world games. How big is too big, you know?
A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge.
With the support
Dude, this looks so crazy.
Pass, humanity will be free from the need to move around. Bots are capable of handling.
I think they definitely made it more actiony though, which could be good.
He called himself a ghost, but
we found a way back from the beach just so he could kill us.
He said he came back to get revenge on you and me.
I love cloud makeup.
Hey, brother. Did you miss me? Yeah, I figured you'd pay this place a visit, seeing as how I've been distributing the fruits of this fine factory all over the continent. Guns and violence, the whole damn world could be yours. Same as it ever was. Oh. Looks like you decided to trade in that rope for a stick this go-round.
Anyway, that's worthless.
Has to pull the trigger from time to time. Oh, what about you? Hey, buddy. Are you just another...
What is this fucking puppet?
Little husk, huh?
Let go of me!
Oh.
Pathetic guitarist. Where's the rest of your band?
Every cutscene that Kojima gave is so good, man.
Well, ain't that something? Was it you, Higgs? Huh? Was it you that killed Lou? You still don't know, do you?
What the fuck? I'm sure even with context, this won't make any more sense anyway. My God. Dude, Brutal Legend came out 14 years ago, by the way, in case you were wondering.
Something he said. You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
If you want answers, you're gonna have to find them yourself. But
I think the Joker one. I remember when the Joker was like this terrible, terrible movie that was gonna cause violence too.
Only get worse.
I always think about that now.
Sam the man in the dark about everything.
Don't forget, coming on this expedition was meant to help you find the strength to carry on. And you have.
Oh, they could have named it Life's a Beach.
Now it's time to
that would have been great. Sam. It would have been like that Duke Nukem quote.
Please understand, Sam. We never meant to string you along.
That chrysalis, we found her inside. It was filled with a fluid that contained amino acids. One's identical in structure to the kind found in tar.
I'm sorry, there are amino acids in tar? As in proteins?
Of course. How else did you think that chiral creatures could emerge from it? Some have even theorized that the tar is a sort of primordial soup.
I was there. I saw her on.
Who is she? I recognize her.
It was a hellhole.
You see, after you left Bridges,
Is she the lady from Mr. Robot? I think she is.
According to them, BB-28 was flagged for disposal and subsequently incinerated 4 years ago, long before you and Lou first met.
Well, that's not even this year. That's not even close. For all you know, that's the end of next year. I mean, they did say what's coming in 2024 and beyond. It's just like, okay, that's fine, I guess. All right, are we done?
And now here with me today is visionary game creator and founder of Kojima Productions,
Hideo Kojima.
Kojima-san.
It's him. Yeah, we got him, of course.
I'm excited to announce that together, as part of the PlayStation and Kojima Productions partnership, Hideo's going to take us on an exciting new adventure. One that I've been encouraging him to reinvent.
Dude, this guy has been meeting with all kinds of celebrities and everything, man.
新世代のアクションエスペオナージゲームです。準備を始めてますけども、デストランディング2の後に本格的に小島プロダクションで。
Okay, so in other words, probably like 2027.
ソニーさんとはほぼ30年にわたり
They're gonna make new Metal Gear.
を一緒に育ててきたという強い経験もあります。またソニーさんは
This man is making such power moves, it's crazy, dude.
間違いなく強力なコラボレーションになるはずです。さらに2年後には僕の、ゲーム制作人生の40周年を迎えます。このタイトルが、僕の集大成の作品になると確信をしています。
A new action espionage game by Hideo Kojima. This is one of my favorite genres, one that I've been hoping you would revisit with a bold new vision. Can you share anything else about this new development?
ですね。まだ詳しくは言えませんけども、最先端のテクノロジーと、世界中の才能を集結して作る予定です。もちろんインタラクティブなゲームなんですけども、ルック、物語、テーマ、キャスト、演技、ファッション、サウンド、どれをとっても、同時に映画でもあるようなものです。本作で、映画とゲームの壁を越えたいと思っています。
We're all really excited about
this. You know, so many games have tried to do that. I mean, I'm not saying he's gonna fail. I feel like I've heard that so many times in the last few years, man.
Stay tuned.
Oh my god. By the way, they put him on the same PlayStation State of Play that they put Silent Hill on. Think about that. They have Konami and Kojima in the same. It's like when Bethesda and Obsidian were now like under, what is it called? Microsoft. And they asked the Obsidian people, like, how do you feel working with, you know, being basically working with your same bosses? And they're like, oh, great. It's amazing.
State of Play will return February 6th.
Oh my god.
With an extensive look at Final
Fantasy VII.
All
right, I'm skipping that.
Square
There's no reason for me to watch this. I already am playing the game.
Exciting news you won't want to miss.
Yeah, I'm alright.
We hope you enjoyed the show. See you soon.
I'll be skipping that show. There's no reason for me to watch a Final Fantasy VII intentional show. Like that doesn't make any sense. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. It's always shorter than fucking Directs. Directs usually just have more stuff. That's not necessarily an indication that Directs are better. It's just more like Nintendo has more stuff cooking at any given point. That's not terrible. That's totally fine. But what I would say is, I already knew I was getting pretty much everything on this. The only thing is, I don't think I pre-ordered Stellar Blade. I don't even know if the pre-orders were up for Stellar Blade. I mean, Silent Hill doesn't even have a release date, right? No, it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, you want Konami to come back and breathe life into these franchises? Why is GameStop messaging me? What's going on? Oh, what did I order? I don't even remember. Regardless. You want them to come out and release stuff. I don't know, man. I just feel a certain type of way about it, I guess. Yeah, Stellar Blade looks good. Rise of the Ronin is the one I'm really interested in. I think it's going to be more of an action game than, what's it called? You literally missed everything, Ash. Honestly, you're better off going back and rewatching this whole stream, because I'm basically done. I don't even think I'm going to stream again today, because it's like, if I stream, like, okay, so basically if I stop now, I could go play Tears of the Kingdom until like 11. Maybe even later. Oh, I don't have any space on my hard drive. Okay, I gotta free up space. But anyway, like, if I stop now, I could go play Tears, and then the goal is to beat Tears of the Kingdom in like a week or two. So I guess I should probably, like, I don't know. I don't want to rush it, right? That's always like the one defining characteristic, is like, I don't want to rush through it, and then like, oh, there's a ton of stuff I wanted to do, but I didn't get to do. Also, something fell in my room, and I don't know what it is. Hold on, let me go look. But, yeah, they showed off Death Stranding 2. Life's a Beach, which is my unofficial name for it. Dude, that's a Duke Nukem level, I think. Oh, this shit is so fucked. Oh, this is terrible, bro. How is this so messed up? Dude, you got it. When you have sometimes this, like, weird felt stuff, like, starts to turn into, like, liquid. I don't understand why. It's awful. I really should just get rid of this, honestly. I used to like this tablet. Oh, it's just terrible. But yeah, they had Rise of the Ronin, a couple other things. Yeah, just load down anything, you know. I don't know what you'd like. That's well, you wouldn't like Silent Hill. I know you wouldn't like that. You probably wouldn't like Death Stranding 2. You probably don't care about Helldivers. I don't know. So I think those are like the big main ones. I mean, it wasn't anything too crazy, right? They didn't drop any like super big news you probably couldn't have already guessed based on things. Other than Death Stranding, I know they talked about like about a week or two ago. And what else do we see? Oh, they have a Sonic X Shadow Generations, which is probably just an expansion / a reimagining / a port of Sonic Generations. So, any news on Dark Anthology? Yes, actually, they're remaking or rebuilding from the ground up. What's it called? The first one, Until Dawn, which is actually not part of the Dark Anthology. It's actually funny, too, because they released a game early, I think, in 2022, called The Quarry, and I thought that was part of the Dark Anthology. But in actuality, it's not part of the Dark Anthology because it was made for Stadia, and because Stadia bombed so badly, they dropped it on everything else, I think. So that was actually supposed to be like a Stadia exclusive, like, you know, high-end game, and then they didn't do anything with it. And so it just kind of existed. Damn, it's cold. I mean, it's not super cold in my room, but it's not super hot. Usually my room is way hotter than the rest of the house. But yeah, they're remaking. It's not. I don't know if it's a remake or if it's like a remaster, but they are messing with Until Dawn. Let me put it like that. That might be a better and easier way to make you know what they're doing with it. Okay. Raiden, Konami fanboys can finally shut their mouths. No more When is Silent Hill 2. Did they have a date for it? I wasn't even looking. And who cares? It's not going to be... That's the thing. Like, these PS2... No news on Protocol 13, whatever. I don't remember what it's called. No news on that. Supposed to be out. And, oh, well, we knew it was in development. It's not like they made a secret they were rebooting Silent Hill. Oops. It's not like they made a secret about it or whatever. So, I mean, like, I don't know. I guess, they have a new Silent Hill game dropping literally today. which is like Silent Hill, the social media episode. Luckily, I couldn't imagine. I mean, it did say in development. You know what? Maybe you're right. I just don't remember because I was still like half asleep. I kind of woke up by then. Let's see. Let's go back. Yeah, I use IGN. Shout out to IGN. Oh shit! I just had it. I just had it again. There you go. In development for PlayStation 5. Yep. Very nice. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Silent Hill 2 is such a classic. I really just, like, I play some of these games and I'm just like, you really should just play the original. Right? So... Okay. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, honestly, thanks for stream. I'm not done yet. What? But yeah, Silent Hill 2 is I just think you should just replay the original. In the same way I think that if you want to play Resident Evil 3, you should just play the original. Some of these remakes are not better than their successors. And I mean, like, every game is, you know, like, sometimes you could complement each other, but I just feel like Resident Evil 3 remake was just way lamer than the original. I don't know if that's going to be the case for Silent Hill. I haven't seen Bloober really make any god-tier games, and for them to be given the reins on one of the most iconic and interesting and unique horror experiences ever made, I think that that's got to be worth something. Yeah, I don't know what OD is supposed to be. I mean, like, you know, Kojima is, if he's nothing else, he's ambitious. He does things that no one else wants to do or thinks will be good, or, you know, something like that. And I don't know, apparently it might take him like 4 years to make it. I'm sure Death Stranding 2 was obviously going to come out first, and that's fair, but I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and tell you like, oh, this is going to be amazing. I mean, I just, you know, I'm just glad he's still making games. Okay. No, I had to step away. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, I'm just glad that he's still making games, you know, because that stuff that happened with him at Konami, bro, I feel like a lot of people would just take their money and leave. They would just be like, well, fuck this industry, fuck the people that run it, and yeah, just, you know, I'm done. I don't care. And you know what? He refuses to go away. And I mean, that's why I say it's ironic. The same stream that they talk about Silent Hill, they bring on Kojima to talk about his new stuff, 2 of his new projects. So I feel weirdly about that, but whatever, it is what it is. So, other than that, they had some VR games. I don't know if any of you even care about VR games because they're, you know, that's kind of a niche anyway. And that's really it. I don't think there's too much to talk about. So, what I could do is maybe I could play Final Fantasy V tomorrow. Oh, they have a direct next week, by the way. I think, right? I think there's not a direct. Hold on. I guess I will go to this slide now. Let's see. Maybe when they finish Silent Hill, they'll never finish Silent Hill. Silent Hill is... I've given up hope on it. Not because, like, they can't make it. It's just that they won't. Let's see. Nintendo... the 6th, thank you. Yeah. So, obviously, now that's going to be just complete lockout. Needless to say. So as it gets closer, I'll definitely sit through that. Yeah, there's what is it called? Yeah, Nintendo Direct, right? Yeah. Please don't announce Tears of the Kingdom DLC, please. Please, please, for the love of fucking God, do not announce DLC for this game. I cannot play more of this game back to back. I'm already devoting my entire existence to this bullshit. I'm gonna be so fucking annoyed, man. Oh, yeah. No, they said there was going to be a direct somewhere, right? I think so. I'm not showing up for that State of Play next month. Or next week. I'm not doing it. Who gives a shit? I know I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Who cares? I'm not. So there's no reason for me to go watch it. It's whatever. It's Final Fantasy VII, dude. They're not going to stray that far from the source material until, like, maybe the very end. So, like... Yeah, if you've played the game, which I have, you already know 90% of what's going to be in the game, which I do. So, like, they could stretch it out in weird ways. I don't, like, they stretch out the Midgar portion to be, like, the entirety of the fucking... That's so weird. I don't know why they didn't at least go up to Cosmo Canyon. I feel like that would have been a better first part. Like, you break... I don't know. Obviously, they want to end it on a big epic fight. I didn't even like it that much anyway, because the fucking combat is awful. I don't know why people thought that combat was good, but apparently they did, so... Force me to do DLCs, I just won't do them then. No one forces me to do jack shit, bro. So I guess I won't do it. Just wasn't... I was not enthralled by that. The combat, like, here's the thing. That game came out in 2020, right? The year following it, they had the Nier Replicant remake, right? It was a remake. They had the Nier Replicant remake, or I guess it's a remaster, right? I don't think it's garbage. I just don't think it's good. Like, Nier Replicant, which is more basic than Nier Automata, which is at that point it was a 3-year-old game when Nier Automata came out for 2017 to 2020. Nier Automata has way better combat. And like, I guess you could argue that like, oh, well, Nier Automata was made by Platinum, right? This was made in-house. I mean, like 16 had better combat. Like, I don't understand what they were really going for. You know, like, it wasn't any better because it was action-y. It was probably the slowest, most sluggish action-based game. The dodging is really sluggish and not responsive. The blocking is fluid and takes too long. It's like, and I say all this, and I always say the same thing every time. I say all this and the game was not difficult, right? It's just not fun. I just feel like, well, no matter what I do, I just get knocked down. Who cares? Get back up and just keep swinging until they die. And like, then occasionally you break the boss because they like that system from 13, which is fair. And then like, you just hit the boss with a bunch of bullshit. If anything, they could have, like, see, here's the thing though. They can't change it too much because then it's not Final Fantasy VII. So like, there was no way they were going to add like having 4 party members in combat, right? That's something they ditched. I don't know if it was limitations or if it was just gameplay design in the 2000s or in the 90s. I don't know why, but they did. I personally would much prefer a 3D remake of a more modern or of an older Final Fantasy, excuse me. But I mean, obviously 7 is the game that they're going to milk tons of money off of, in the same way that if they could ever get the Sands of Time remake out for Prince of Persia, they know they're going to milk money off of that, right? Like in the same way that Konami knows that they're going to milk a ton of money off Silent Hill 2, because they know that these are the big games from all of these different franchises. Obviously, they're going to make a ton of them. Why wouldn't they? It's free money. It practically fucking prints itself. So of course they will. But yeah, I didn't think the remake's combat was that good. I don't know. Add the roulette slot? I don't know. I don't think that helps either. I think the DMV... I mean, the DMW could have been a cool addition, but it only would apply to the soldier characters, namely Cloud. So, like, I don't know. I kind of missed, like... I just don't think that the combat is that good. Like, 15 was empty. 15 was you dodge, and the dodge button does not... You don't even have to press it really well at all, right? 16 was more action-y, but I feel like the problem with 16's combat isn't really the combat, it's more the systems around the combat. And then hilariously enough, I think that Tears of the Kingdom suffers from that too. Not because they're from the same studio, which they're not, but just because it's very basic, very bland. You just kind of swing your sword at people, and then, you know, there's no like... It's weird how games that came out in like 2004 to 2010 had more by the way of interesting combat mechanics. I guess I don't know any other way to put it. So, yeah. 16, I think, was better than DMC1. The problem is that, like, at the end of the day, most of it comes down to landing a bunch of damage all at once in a burst phase, which is fine, but, like, I don't know. I didn't like the fact that the game wasn't really super open world, you know? Like, it was just kind of there. So, like, if we could have 15's open world from that one segment and 16's combat, you could have a really good game, and I just wish that there was more to do with, like, the RPG aspects of it. I don't know. Like, I liked 16 better than 15, because ultimately the open world in 15 only lasts about maybe 15 hours at best, maybe 20, if you really push it. And then the entire second half of the game is unfinished, and is basically just like a linear corridor climb. At least 16, while it is a linear corridor climb, does have a little bit of stuff to do in the open world and other stuff to run around. Sphere Grid is fucking awful. I have no idea what you're talking about. The Sphere Grid is one of the worst designed level up systems in video game history. And the only reason people like it is because it's attached to this love story that they love so much. And I tell Ash, I think Final Fantasy X is fucking awful. I genuinely think it's one of my least favorite Final Fantasies. The Sphere Grid is terrible. Because it's linear, it's garbage. It might be... See, the thing about Final Fantasy X is that Final Fantasy X, you have to chew all the way through the fucking game, and then you get to the free roam portion. The other thing is that it's not open world. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but like these like Final Fantasy games where it's like there's no world map, it's just a fucking line from beginning to end and maybe a couple branches off the path. That's not like that's not fantasy. That's like my least favorite part of Final Fantasy, especially in the most recent, like in the 2000s. That's one of the things I hate the most. I don't feel like you're going on a journey. You're walking a line. Like, you could argue that technically every playthrough is a line from A to B, but I feel like it's lame to just walk a line from Zanarkand to the end of the game. It's just like, oh, okay, and then we just walked linearly. We didn't explore, we didn't check anything out of order, right? And I mean, the Tales games have started to do this too. I miss when we had world maps. I miss when, you know, it was like a simulated journey you're going on, traveling from A to B and stuff like that. Nowadays, you just boot up a game and you just walk from A to B. Or the game is massively open world. Or it's Starfield, where the open world is so fucking big and there's just like nothing, like it's just empty. It's all fast travel screens. You know what I mean? Like, I think that that's probably one of the biggest things about Starfield that I didn't like from the 2 sessions of it that I played, is that it's just all fast travel. There's no like, hey, you know, I flew around and I found something. But yeah. Yeah, 12 did it better. And yeah, I do understand that feeling with 12, right? Like, if you play Final Fantasy 12 really fucking well, the irony of it is that you don't play the video game. You kind of just let the game run itself. But that's because it's like a pseudo MMO. And I don't hate that. I just think that there's a good balance to be struck between like the Lightning Returns open-endedness, the open world, you know, modern day open world gameplay of 15, the action combat of 16, and then the intricacies of Final Fantasy 12. I think that there's a good line that can be drawn between all 4 of those games, and a really good Final Fantasy stands in the middle of that. I'm not sure like where and if we will get there. I don't think that they did a bad job with 16. I think they did a much better job than 15, because 15's first half was like, oh shit. But there wasn't really much to do with magic. There wasn't really much to do with other stuff. You just kind of beat stuff down. It's less buttons to push than Kingdom Hearts. But then the first half of the game is interesting, and then once you come back and do what I presume is like non-canonical like side missions that they couldn't figure out where to fit. There's like a whole plot line at the end of 15 where like you come back, you go back and you do all the side quests and stuff that appeared in the overworld. And that's how you fight the Adamantoids. That was cool. That was interesting. That was fun. But like, you have to sit through the end of the game, which is just boring. And then they had a bunch of DLCs. It was obvious that game, something happened to that game when it stopped being Versus 13. I don't know what specifically, because I don't really remember. Like you said, vanilla is very bad, and the Royal Edition had a massive upgrade. But I mean, like, the core of the game is still the same. Like, I don't care. The game wasn't very great at the end. Like, you can't have the opening portion of a game be really good, and then the latter half of the game is not good. That's not how it works. Like, I'm going to remember that opening portion and then just throw everything else out. And I mean, like, you could also say it's just as bad if a game sucks at the start and then it gets really good at the end. I would agree to some extent. It's that lasting appeal, though, that really makes it, like, kind of feel a little better, right? Like, if you play it and the game is really hard at the start, but by the end you're really doing well, I guess it kind of feels a little better, because it's like, well, the journey was ultimately worth it. You can't have something start really great and promising and then have it end so fucking awfully. So I don't know. I think that 16 doesn't end on like a ridiculously high note, but it also does not end on a low note. I think 16 is pretty coasting most of the game. And you could argue that that might seem on the surface worse, because it's like more or less what you'd expect. But I found that was better, personally. So, in any event, Sphere Grid sucks. If you want to go look at it, Viv, I did play Final Fantasy X a decade ago at this point, when they re-released it for the PS3. Basically, it's a linear. It's despite the name and despite, you know, it's kind of like what we did last Monday, 2 days ago in Rogue Galaxy, where like you have the revelation flow and you have to put items into the chart. Revelation flow is like a mixture of Sphere Grid and the license board from 12. The license board in 12 is non-linear. You just have to accumulate LP. The Sphere Grid requires you to put certain spheres in to have characters upgrade their stats, learn new abilities and stuff. And what's cool about it, and this is the one thing I'll say, Raiden, is that the Sphere Grid is cool because every character can almost learn other characters' stuff. But unfortunately, they didn't... unfortunately, that's not totally true, because certain characters have unique attributes in Final Fantasy X. So, like, Auron's ability to break through enemies' guards, like heavily guarded enemies, is not unique to him. But Wakka's ability to hit far-off enemies is. Yuna's ability to summon is obviously unique to her, right? Riku's ability to do, I forget what it was, is unique to her. And Tidus, I just forget, he just has a lot of attack power. There's other stuff, but yeah. If somewhat bores me, I'm going to get food. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm about to go eat too. I did not finish 16. I highly recommend that you do. Just to get it out the way. Eventually, I'm going to play the DLC. I'm not rushing to play it right now, though. Alright, I'm going to go get something to eat, and then I'm going to go play Tears. There will not be another stream. We will push Donkey Kong back 1 week to facilitate playing Final Fantasy tomorrow. So we will take a minor break from Donkey Kong. I'll see. But yeah, we'll probably do that. Alright, have a good one, you two. Thank you all. Thanks, Ash. Thanks, Raiden. Thanks, Viv. Really appreciate it. Now I'm wide awake, of course, and I'm going to go eat, and I'm going to go back to sleep, so... In any event, y'all have a good one. Peace. Have a good one. Very nice.